Today, I received a package. What I got in the post was in fact a RAZER Tartarus CHROMA. So this is the newest version of the cheaper version of the older thing that RAZER wants and still does sell. Keypads. So who is this for? Well, potentially you're somebody that doesn't have a vast amount of desk space and you want to use keyboard and mouse, but you can't set up a full keyboard in front of you, and you don't even have enough room for, say, a tournament edition keyboard. So that's one example. Now this could also be for you if you're somebody that's gotten used to playing console games and you come over to PC and you kind of get into grips with keyboard and mouse, but with this you can set the keys a little bit easier and they're just slightly more ergonomic in the way that they're laid out, so you can just get used to it a little bit faster and maybe even use this as a stepping stone to get to using a full keyboard and mouse. That being said, it's quite an expensive stepping stone just to get to using a keyboard. So that's number 2. Number 3, and this is my specific reason, I like mechanical switches. I like loud, clicky mechanical switches. And that can prove to be an issue if you also, or if I also, which I do, like recording videos. If I want to record gameplay on my PC, either my microphone has to be a whole distance away, and then I have to edit out the clicks, which is just a pain in the ass, or I have to use an Xbox controller, which, given that some of the games I like to play are early access games, is not ideal because it doesn't work very well. With this specific keypad, the keys are not loud and clicky, so I can keep my keyboard, which is loud and clicky, for when I'm not recording, or just when I'm typing away. And then when I'm recording a game on PC and I want to play it and I still want to use or have that keyboard feel, I don't have to go and find some old ass Dell keyboard that's going to be super quiet. I can just stick my hand on the Tartarus. Tartarus. I'm not comfortable with how you say that. I'm going to say Tartarus. I think that's fine. If you say it differently, let me know. I'm sure you don't know because you would be too afraid to do so. I can stick my hand on this, map the keys how I want them, and then just play. And it's not going to be too loud that it's going to be distracting from the video that I'm recording. Now what I'm going to do is unbox the keypad and then give you a better look at the item itself. Oh god, I'm throwing stuff around. Get out of here. So, the items that fell out of the box and made a slightly substantial clunk were in fact the manuals that we see pretty much in every RAZER device. Now these will vary slightly depending on the device that you buy, but they always look exactly the same, but obviously they have the picture of the device that you bought and the details for the device that you bought, but they're very much the same thing, and I also doubt that any of you ever look into these other than just looking at them and go, ooh, pretty picture. So we'll get those over there and drop the plastic bit on the floor as we do it. You then also get the CHROMA RAZER stickers. I myself, I'm not keen on stickers. I've said this in my previous videos, I like the metal stickers, but I'm not keen on stickers themselves. I think they look tacky. I mean, what am I going to put them on? I have stuff that I think looks nice as it is, and I don't want to stick something to it. Obviously, if they want to include these for other people that do like them, that's totally fine, but not for me. So obviously we'll take the plastic off the top and get that out of here, and lift the device out of its rather green packaging. Get out of there. As with all your other RAZER devices, what you're getting here is a gold-plated USB cable. And as with most, but not all of your RAZER devices, you're getting a braided cable behind that, which is nice because obviously braided cables do last longer and are more resilient to wear and tear, which is great because I don't want to have to buy another one of these just because the cable broke. That would be really annoying. The device itself has a matte finish on the keys and on the palm rest with a shiny finish around here. On the base, you'll find a number of rubber feet to stop it sliding around. They are huge, in fact, so that should be really good. I've been clicking that with my thumb every time I've tried to show you the rubber feet because of how I was holding it. You also find the release for the hand or the palm rest, which we'll have a look at in a second as well. On the right hand side, you have the 8-way directional thumb pad, and then the buttons that will replace, obviously, I assume this will be the space bar. This will be my space bar, but, you know, up to you. Now, if I press these keys, they obviously make a noise, but they are not clicky keys, and they are significantly quieter than the mechanical keys, because these are of course membrane keys, and they do not make a significantly loud amount of noise, which is exactly what I wanted it for. So what you would do if you wanted to make the palm rest further away or closer to the keys is just press this button down here and just pull it or push it. So if I have mine on the largest, I struggle to reach the keys at the top. But if I have it on the smallest, I'm reaching just a little bit too far. So what I would have is maybe just a tiny bit extended, and then go with that. Here's what I can tell you so far. The matte finish palm rest that you put your hand on, if you have even slightly clammy hands, will get smudgy very quickly. I just had to wipe that and it still looks smudgy. And all I did was put my hand on it for a second or two. I can also tell you that it's very comfortable to rest my hand on, but for prolonged gaming sessions, I'd have to use it for a large amount of time and then come back to you and tell you how I feel. Overall, I'm exceedingly happy with this purchase at the moment. My purpose, as I said, for buying this was quieter operation while recording. They are certainly quieter, and I didn't want to have to buy a full keyboard just for it to be quieter when I can have both of these side by side, the keyboard and the keypad, at the same time. If you have any questions about the Tartarus keypad, please absolutely comment about them, because I will answer, and I'm happy to answer any of your questions about the device. As always, I've been Pete. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, because we just hit 100 and it'd be great to hit 200 at some point soon. And I'll see you in the next video.